Hello, my friends. How are you doing today? Today, let's have a discussion about GDP, which is gross domestic product. What is gross domestic product, you might ask? This is a way that our government, the United States, keeps track of and measures all the spending in our economy. Every quarter, they put out numbers that they have determined are all the spending in the U.S. economy, which is divided into three parts. The largest part are consumers. That's you and I, when we spend money for groceries and go to the store to buy things and cars and houses. We make up 70% of the economy, 70% of the spending of the economy. We are the largest part. The second part is the private sector. That's industry and business. They make up roughly 15% of the economy, 15% of the gross domestic product. And the last 15% is the U.S. government or government. And that makes up the full 100% of the gross domestic product, which numbers are usually put out quarterly, and they can help us to measure whether the economy is growing or shrinking. Generally, the economy of our size grows around 2.5% per year. We have a large, mature economy. When everything is healthy, the economy is growing along quarter by quarter. But our economy does go in economic cycles. Whenever there's a downturn, usually a recession is measured by two, what they call negative quarters. That is when the economy shrinks for 2 quarters, is not growing, and in fact, perhaps might be contracting. And so I just wanted to have a short discussion about this to help define it for the average person, so that when you're listening to the news and they're talking about the economy and how healthy it is, that's what they're talking about, and that's their measure. Additional thing I might quickly talk about are the things that also are kept track of, and that is the interest rates that the Federal Reserve, which is where many of our banks borrow money from, what they charge banks when they borrow money from the Federal Reserve, and then they turn around and use the money to help expand the economy by providing loans to consumers and the private sector. When interest rates are going up, the cost of money is more expensive. Items in the economy are more expensive because generally we finance the purchase of cars and homes, and it can add an additional cost to that monthly payment for your car or your monthly mortgage payment. And generally what that happens when prices go up, you sell less of it, and it can slow the economy down. Conversely, when they cut interest rates, lower the cost of money, that can lower the cost of borrowing for cars and for homes, and also for the private sector, let's say retailers, because they borrow money to buy their inventory, which they sell, and then they pay off the loan. When you cut interest rates, things become cheaper based on the lower borrowing costs, and it helps to kind of spur the economy, because when things are lower in price, people usually buy more, or it can, at the very least, it becomes more affordable. That's all I have to say about gross domestic product, GDP. You would generally hear this number at the end or middle of the next month following the closing of the quarter, when they put the numbers together and they're able to give us an estimate of how fast the economy is growing or whether or not it is slowing down. That's why there's a close watch on interest rates, whether they're being lowered or increased, because that can slow the economy with increases of interest rates or spur the economy with lower interest rates. Again, the cost of money is passed along in your loan payments when you purchase a car, when you purchase a home, etc. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I hope that your personal economy is doing well. And again, I hope you have a great 2025 and beyond. Bye for now, my friends. Take care.